Hey, what's up, guys? It's Optimus Crime here. Today we got Capture the Flag on Zealot. I guess this map is like a love-hate relationship. A lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. I guess I'm kind of in between Aristotle's golden mean. But, yeah, man, the other team was pretty good. This is a pretty competitive game. I think it goes all the way to like the 15-minute mark. Sorry about that, man. I know my past couple of videos have been relatively long, but I've just had some things to talk about. And unfortunately, I got somewhat of another depressing commentary. It's just, I don't know, man. It's been raining a lot here, so it's been gloomy and dark outside, so I guess I've been gloomy and dark on the inside. So, sorry about that. But anyways, man, I just want to talk about, I've been thinking a lot about, like, the state of our economy and shit, and I know, like, here in the US, the presidential races, or election is coming up, so just been talking they've been talking a lot about the economy and just problems with the US and shit like that, and I mean, in reality, the whole world, just the economy, but, like, I was just thinking, like, how nice it would have been, like, to be back in the 60s and 70s and even the 80s, like, when you'd graduate high school and you pretty much can get a decent paying job, like, right out of high school. And just how good of a feeling that must have been, dude, like, to be a young adult and to know, like, all it takes is a high school graduation and you can get a decent paying job and then just work your way up the system, man. But nowadays, like, you graduate high school, you're gonna be working at Wendy's or McDonald's or fucking Target or Walmart. Like, that's pretty much all you're gonna get, unless your family has got it made or you know some people. And I mean, it is somewhat all about who you know, but even nowadays, like, if you graduate from a 4-year college, undergraduate school, you're not guaranteed a decent paying job as well. And even if you graduate law school, which I'm considering going to law school, like, the average student, or the average income of law students after they graduate, 2 years or something like that, after they graduate, is $40,000 a year. Now, the average debt of law students is over 100 grand. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Like, it doesn't add up. And the statistics for law students is just getting worse and worse. And it's actually indicative of many other professions, except for, like, healthcare. I mean, if you're in healthcare, you're pretty much golden for many years. But unfortunately, I didn't take that road. I mean, that's just too many years of school. I mean, you're gonna be like 35 by the time you're done with school, and you're actually not even done learning and shit when you're in healthcare, man. You always gotta be reading new articles and all this shit. It's just, it's too much for me. I can't hang with that. But anyways, I mean, if y'all are thinking about being a doctor, I'd strongly consider it for sure. I mean, like I said, you're golden, and it'd be such a good feeling to know that, you know, once you're done with all this school, I mean, you're gonna have a job waiting for you. I mean, that'd just be such a good feeling. And unlike me, man, I'm just very nervous and got a lot of anxiety, because I know that once I graduate college, man, like, I'm not gonna have a job. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get a job unless I go on to graduate school or law school. And even then, I don't know if I'm gonna get a job, and, you know, I'm just gonna be in shit ton of debt. Fortunately, I got a scholarship right now. My undergraduate school is pretty much paid for, so I don't really have to worry about that. But and hopefully my grades right now are good enough to where, you know, I can get a full ride to graduate school and maybe even law school. But there are a lot of people out there, you know, who don't get that opportunity to get a scholarship, or for whatever reason, or grant money, and which I get a lot of grant money. Fortunately, it's a need-based situation where the federal government or the state government will give you money. So I mean, they look pretty much at your parents' income, and but a lot of people are like on the border to where, yeah, their parents make decent living, but they can't afford to pay for their child's education. So it's weird. Like a lot of people, like a lot of the poorest people actually have it easier than those people like right on the border of being poor, because they can't get a lot of the benefits of, you know, like that what the poor people get. It's kind of a weird situation. But anyways, I'm going way off topic. Not really, but yeah, man, I was just looking, dude, and just being such a negative person right now, but like
flag reset.
Just the whole debt situation of everything in the US. Our national debt is $15.97 trillion. Okay? That means, so every day for the past like 3 years, every day we've accumulated $3.5 billion each day in debt. That's crazy. That's $2 million per minute. That shit just blows my mind, man. It's just not looking good. And that's why I'm so nervous about, you know, if I don't get a scholarship. I just don't want to be like we're living a life of credit right now. This is a pretty cool triple right here. But yeah, I just feel like that's wrong with America and the rest of the world. Is just we're living a life on credit, and we're putting everything, you know, I don't know, everyone's got such a positive, not even a positive outlook, but everyone thinks, you know, the future will be better, but maybe it won't, man. And we need to prepare for maybe not the worst, but not have such a positive outlook on things, so we're not spending money like crazy, man. It's just nuts. It's just very depressing. You know, I mean, we need, I don't know what we need. We just need to get on the right track. I think our national debt is a huge problem, and debt for, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't want to like get too political about this. Like, I don't want to talk about how like this problem can be solved, even if it can be solved. I don't know, man. Like, it's just intense. But like, you know, I just don't want to. Politics can be somewhat of a hot topic, you know. I just don't want to get into that. I don't want to be like, oh, let's just tax the rich and make them pay for it, or let's just cut all these entitlement programs to fix the debt. I mean, I don't want to get into that. I just think that, you know, everyone could acknowledge that, you know, we got a pretty big problems on our hands with the debt. But don't want to get into that. I'll be like a well, I was gonna say be like my teacher, but or teachers, you know, teachers are supposed to be non-biased or play, you know, devil's advocate, I guess, not necessarily, you know, when the class is leaning one way, you know, the teacher will, you know, make arguments for the other side just to, you know, create debate in the classroom, even though I'm sure they have beliefs and preferences, but teachers aren't supposed to express those preferences in class. But anyways, except in college, man, a lot of my professors are very biased, and it's very obvious which way they lean in terms of left or right, especially this semester, man. I got one professor who, oh my god, is such a liberal dude. Like, I've had 3 classes so far with her. We haven't done anything in that class. All she's talked about is the presidential election coming up. We haven't gone over anything we were supposed to. I think I've taken like 2 lines of notes in that class, and that is it. It's kind of boring, actually. I don't like that, man. Time goes by faster when you're actually involved in writing notes and shit. And I prefer like teachers who use PowerPoint, and rather than just straight lecture all the time. I don't know about y'all, but I like that way you know exactly, like, I mean, you can listen and write and copy what's on the PowerPoint at the same time, and that way you get everything down and you know exactly what needs to be written down and shit, and you're not missing anything that was said. I don't know, just personal preference of mine. Anyways, I do have some biased professors, and in the past, you know, I've written papers, you know, where I'm advocating one position and the paper is very well written. I mean, not to be conceited or anything or bragging, but, you know, but my score didn't reflect that, and I was very disappointed, and it's because it should not be this way, and but it's because my professor, you know, held a different position on it, and it's very unfortunate that some people are like that, you know, and my grade is hurt because I have a different opinion, and that shit really pissed me off. But so if y'all figure out, you know, like how y'all's teachers, you know, like what their political beliefs are, or any beliefs for that matter, you know, it doesn't help to, you know, just pretend like you agree with them, you know, because it'll help you. I promise it'll help you. And it's, you know, it's unfortunate you have to do that, but I mean, it's whatever. I'll give a little white lie, you know, I'll just go along, play along, just so I can get a good grade. I'm not sure what I was doing here. I thought those kids were like at our health pack or at our flag, and I was just gonna kind of come up behind them, just walk it behind them, but didn't quite work out. It's the last time I do that. Anyways, yeah, man, so far school's been pretty straight. I don't know. Have sort of been procrastinating on my homework, man. It's funny, like at the start of every new semester, like, I don't know about this, if it's like this for y'all, but like for me, like I'm always like, all right, I'm gonna stay organized, you know, I'm gonna keep all my papers for this class and this binder, and for this class and this binder, you know, I'm gonna do my reading every day and my homework. I'm gonna do a little bit every day, so that way, you know, at the end of the week I don't have a shit ton of stuff that I have to do, you know. And then slowly but surely, you know, my papers start getting, you know, all mixed up, and start losing shit and not doing homework every day like I should, and just start procrastinating. But it's just the way I am, man. I'm not a very organized person. Well, I think I'm somewhat organized. I'm definitely not a chick. I hate how chicks are so organized, dude, and got that cute little bubbly handwriting and write everything down, and God, I'm so glad I'm not a girl. Girls haven't made it though, man. If you look good, you can get a job easily. Just wear a short skirt to that interview, get a little cleavage showing, you'll be good to go. Unfortunately, it's not like that for guys. Unless you want to work at like a gay stripper club or some shit like that, but not very interested in that, so. Anyways, I think this is pretty much it. I'm done skiing. It's raining outside, so thought I'd do a commentary since there's really nothing else to do. But hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry it was somewhat of a depressing topic again, and the gameplay was pretty long again. My next one will be short, promise. And in terms of like the frequency and how much I upload, you know, I'm pretty busy now that I'm back in college, so I don't think I'll be doing a video a day thing. And as you can tell, I haven't been doing that since I've been back, so, but I'll try to keep it coming, man. I'm gonna try and stay dedicated to this, you know, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do one video a day. Although if I was a professional YouTuber like a lot of these guys, you know, who say, you know, I mean, it takes so much work to do this, to do one video a day, it takes so much time. No, it doesn't, man. Not at all. This shit is not hard to do at all. I mean, if you do a lot of editing and shit, but I mean, if you're just doing straight commentary like I'm doing right now, it does not take that long. So, I mean, whatever. Alright, peace out, guys.
Revenge. Game over.